could tell everybody that we didn't see that one coming. Only we'll tell them live that we didn't see that one coming. Excellent connection. It says we're live. And we're live. Okay. And, yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Let me get the photo reference. Hello, everybody.
We have Derpy Freedom. Kishani says hi.
Hello.
And,
Finally, it loaded up. Jeez.
yeah. Good morning. How are we doing? That's Molly.
We're doing good, thank you.
We are doing good. Scott's giving Bethany fits because I'm pretty sure she had the ringer message done based on what we had discussed earlier.
I never agreed to anything.
Poor thing. And now, lots of people are coming in now.
Hello, everybody.
This is my first stream. Sarah's doing homework. Hello, I clicked on this so fast. I'm working out right now. Good morning, Scott and Donna. Bethany rung the ringers, and Marguerite's here. And, Raspberry's here. Hey, Raspberry, haven't seen you in a while.
I am...
driving everyone crazy.
The photo reference is loaded up tiny. And so this is as big as they're showing on the screen.
Oh, geez Louise.
And
it looks like the size of a 50-cent piece.
So,
Derpy can only stay for 15 minutes. They have school tomorrow. Kermito says, good morning, Scott, in all capital letters. So it looks like Kermito is screaming. Hello, Scott and Donna. Teddy Bear Dreams is such a cute book. Donna, your writing is beautiful, and Scott, your art is perfect. Oh, thank you. Oh, that makes us so happy.
All right, let me hit record.
So happy to get to see a stream again. Hittori's been busy going to school. Hope your morning's going well. Saroja's here. Hi, Saroja.
Hello.
Danielson says, hello from Korea. Audio is working perfectly.
The music today is from My Hero Academia.
There you go.
Tell me if it's too loud or if you guys like it. So the ones that you guys say that you like, I will keep. And the ones that you guys say you don't like, we will not play again.
Good morning, but good night for me, says Luna. Hi from Finland, says Red Fox. Joy Miller, I recently got your poster in the mail and I'm beyond excited. I spent like 30 minutes just staring at it. LOL.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so glad I got it.
God, it makes me so happy.
I'm so glad you got it and it was okay. I'm very, very happy about that. Lots of people say hi and good morning.
Good morning. So, here was the dilemma of this morning that apparently Donna is upset about.
No, Donna could care the least. Bethany had to do the ringer
Bethany.
message.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bethany. I didn't know I ruined your morning.
Honey, it takes more than that to ruin her morning.
So, the most asked for today was Ozzy Osbourne. Second most was Oingo Boingo. And
including me.
Including Donna.
Yes.
So, funny enough, Donna didn't know that Danny Elfman was the lead singer.
I had no clue. I almost had a heart attack last night when he told me. We were walking outside and he's like, yeah, and I said, what? No, hold on. Wait, slow down. And then, it sort of clicked because Dead Man's Party and all the dark stuff that Danny Elfman does. And anyway, it's a thing.
So, let me hit stop here. So, I was trying to think of the two, and I really wanted to paint Ozzy. I really did. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I think that would be a really cool picture.
And you didn't. Why? I still don't understand
I
this.
didn't. Why? Because Ozzy wasn't... His music wasn't that big in the 80s.
Okay.
Other than Dave, our friend, my best friend in high school, Dave, he loved Ozzy. And so I had to hear Ozzy all the time. But he wasn't, like, he didn't have any big hits. He just wasn't a big thing in the 80s. And Oingo Boingo was a little bigger. Mm-hmm. But honestly, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark had so many more big hits. Mm-hmm. Their song was "If You Leave" was in Pretty in Pink. At like at the prom at the end, it was like the big song, and like they had a lot of big.
Actually, that's true.
And so
that's true.
It was just so that's why I went with the group that I knew was more the 80s than that. So. Though I really wanted to paint Ozzy Osbourne. So I may paint Ozzy at some point.
Just for giggles.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ringer message is over on our Discord. And it is for just everybody in the Discord. It lets them know that Scott's going live. And,
for those of you who get your notifications on...
YouTube
on Discord,
right? But some
people get notifications on their phone when they get messages on Discord, and so Bethany does the ringer on that for people who want to be notified when we go live.
Correct.
There, other people get their notifications on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I knew somebody was going to ask me this, and Donkey asked first. The tea today. All right, I'm going to show you the label of the tea today when Scott lets me. Because this is from a very small tea room in Carmel, California. But I've been drinking it for the last 3 days. It's called the Tuck Box. And...
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You cannot order this tea. Tell me when it's in the screen. Is it in the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot order this tea online. They don't sell it online. You actually have to either go online. Here's their website. I don't know if you can see it. It's tuckbox.com. You have to go online and you have to print out their form and order it, or you have to call them to order it. You cannot just click, order it online. So if you want something like that, that's what you have to do. I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to put it in my
Okay, so just to
community
recap,
channel.
You can't order that online.
Nope.
But what you got to do is you got to go online and go to their website.
Why are you being snarky?
It's just...
Why are you being snarky? They make
I just wanted to make sure I understood.
Yes. They don't let you order on their website, but you have to go to the website to get the information in order to order. So that is what I'm drinking. It is a Ceylon black tea. It's a very, very mellow blend. If you do not like a mellow tea, this is not the tea for you. This is the tea for like this weekend where it's like, it's a holiday weekend. I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm going to go sit on the porch. That's the kind of tea this is. This isn't the tea for like, oh my gosh, I had to get out the door right now. I need some caffeine to completely get me going. That's not the kind of tea for that. No. We have tea for that. Plenty of them. This is the tea of the mellow. So there you go.
I'm trying to see if I can get this picture bigger, so I'm just uploading it bigger.
Let's see. Hi from Sweden. Going to be doing some college artwork. That's Lily. 4 p.m. in Austria. Perfect time for a cup of tea. I agree. But then I would also say every time's a perfect time for a cup of tea. So,
there we go.
AB from YouTube has been taking a break from art and will start drawing and watching your streams again. Yay!
Oh, fantastic. All right, here we go with some inking.
We have permission from Sony to play this music, so there is no problem with copywriting.
So what I did was, if you remember, we made a movie called Animal Crackers, and our the album, because we had
soundtrack.
Yeah, we had both Bear McCreary, who did the score, and then we had music from Huey Lewis, Queen, Michael Bublé, Toad the Wet Sprocket, Howard Jones, etc. So we had gone through Sony. And so I reached out to them because I wasn't able to play any music during the lives. And I asked them if I could get permission to play some of their music. And so they gave us permission. They even sent us some albums.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the records, but when I play them through the speakers, they don't sound as good. So I'm playing them actually through the MP3s.
Yeah.
But, you know, some of them, like I was about to listen to, actually, believe it or not, Danny Elfman's Spider-Man this morning.
Oh, how funny.
From the original Spider-Man soundtrack, but it was way too dramatic and loud and whatever.
That
and
really
it gets,
got to people
yeah,
last
it gets
time.
a little overpowering. So I'm trying to find the music that I think works well in the background. But just so that way it's there's a little bit of...
Okay. Ian says, I recently bought the Star Trek DS9 Next Generation crossover comic you did the cover on. I just wanted to let you know I love those covers.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. That was my first comic book gig.
You have really improved my art by a long shot, and I want to thank you so much. That's Emmy.
Thank you.
Hello from Shreveport. That's the life of art.
Hello.
Let's see. Hey, Mythic Phoenix is here and says hello.
Hey, Mythic.
Hi, friend. How did your show go this weekend? She has been doing so many festivals and shows. Yep, and she's made so many cute new things and tons of crocheted shawls and all sorts of clothes. If you guys haven't checked out our friend Mythic Phoenix, she's been a friend of ours since like way back from TikTok. Go to her Etsy store and check out her stuff. She's got the cutest stickers. She makes the most, and I have bought many a sticker from her. She does beautiful crochet things. You got to go check her out. We're so happy you're here today. Legend Gaming sent you a tip and then retracted their message.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, new artist. And I hate color shading. Since I'm trash at it, I like pencil only drawings. That's trim similar.
Totally fine. I didn't pick up watercolors until my late 40s. So just do what makes you happy. But also don't be afraid to just try stuff. There's nothing bad's gonna happen.
Okay. Raspberry, just calm down and then you'll be good to read. Trust me, it'll be all okay. Any tips on eyebrows? The ones in this sketch are flawless.
Oh, thank you. I actually did a video on eyebrows.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember an eyebrow video.
It's in the video that I posted like a week or so ago. If you go not to shorts, but you go to videos.
Oh,
yeah, you'll see eyebrows is in there.
Ashler, your friend needs to draw a red panda. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Can I just tell you a small story? Oh my God, I got a new red panda t-shirt.
She's very proud of it. It's adorable, though.
It's so stinking cute. I'll take a picture of it. I'll post it on my community page. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. It's a new one for International Red Panda Day, by the way, September 16th. It's coming up in a couple weeks. So you guys know you'll be hearing about me, and we're working on red panda conservation. So anyway, the shirts were on Bonfire and they help Red Panda Network, who's really big with conservation. But the front of the shirt has the red pandas on it, and they look like they're walking towards you through a forest of bamboo. But the best part is the back of the shirt has their little butts with their little tails. They're like holding tails and they're walking. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. Oh my God, it's just adorable. I'll need to put a picture up. What sketchbooks do you recommend for someone who uses mixed media, like watercolors, alcohol markers, and colored pencils?
I don't really I would say if you're going to do watercolors, you really should have watercolor paper.
Yeah.
But
that
markers,
sketchbook was good.
Yeah, but markers don't do great on watercolor paper. So if you have a medium like that, I would say maybe try Bristol board. But again, the watercolors aren't going to hold up too well. They're not going to look that good on it. It depends on what you're doing the majority of. If you're just doing like a little bit of watercolor on top of something, that's one thing. But if you're going to be doing mostly watercolor and then finishing it off with markers, maybe try a hot press watercolor paper.
Really? You are very interesting to me. You are very interesting. They also want to know any marker recommendations for someone who's on a budget.
I like the Art Beak.
They're very reasonably priced.
Yeah,
like $27 for like what, 75
There's
markers?
a link on my site under the products I've tried.
Yep.
Look for the Art Beak brush markers. They were really good.
The only place you can find animal crackers is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nixie and Steph Nerd are here. Hi, friends.
Hey, Nixie and Steph Nerd.
Rosa B says, I just wanted to say I love watching Scott work, and he completely demystified watercolors for me and gave me the confidence to improve my art.
Oh, thank you.
Donkey says, I'm going to go and draw a little, brewing some tea right now, even though I already drank some in the morning. Cheers, Donkey. Cheers, friend. Speaking of making a movie, have you ever thought about stop motion movies?
Yeah. I love stop motion movies. My son and I really loved Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah, that was great.
And through that, we got to be kind of like online friends with Kevin Perry, who was one of the lead animators, and Shannon Tyndall, who was the director. And it was, something that I'd love to see more of, but definitely not anything I'm going to do anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to the experts.
Ooh, a dumb bee is almost done doing a red panda.
Oh, nice.
We need to get Donna up to Scott's level. 1.3 is this. Oh, no. I do not need to have like millions of followers. No. I'm so good being like mostly anonymous. I'm really good with that. Could you put the camera a little bit lower, please?
Oh, God, I didn't even... Why didn't you say anything, dear?
I've been reading the chat. I wasn't looking at the thing. I'm reading the chat. There we go. Is that better, guys? Yeah, that's better. I'm sorry about that. That was totally my bad. I'm trying to do 26 million things at once. Oof. GK is currently studying for uni exams, and one of their subjects is 4,000 pages long.
Wow.
You know what? As soon as you're done with your test, you can do it. It's all good. You can draw. Do you recommend Winsor & Newton watercolor paints?
Oh, they're my favorite. That's what I use exclusively.
Do you have any tips for drawing portraits?
Photo reference, and if you're having a hard time getting a likeness, don't be afraid to trace it.
Oh my god, you guys. You do not have to. Is the tea in Canada? Because I'm moving to Canada on the 17th. From what I know, you can buy it anywhere. You're going to pay more shipping in Canada for things from the States than if you're in the States, obviously. Gabbling Gooseberry is not going to be here for a while because they've got school at this time.
Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Oh, I loved the movie Turning Red. I loved it. What's your favorite part to draw on people?
Hair.
Scott does not like acrylics. How much do you not like acrylics, honey?
I don't hate them like but I don't like them.
Any tips on coming out to parents?
Speaking as a parent,
Yeah, we're on the other side of this.
Yeah.
So
we have several friends. Our boys have several friends who had to deal with that, and we live in the South, and there were some parents who their friends felt that they were able to go to, and there were some friends who felt that they never could. And that's really something that you have to kind of know. We can't know what kind of parents you have, and where you feel safe, but you're always welcome here.
Yeah, and I will tell you this: if you don't feel 100% safe, then err on the side of caution and find someone who makes you feel safe. I've had several of our boys' friends who have confided in me rather than their parents, and I hate that for them, but at the same time, I'm grateful that I can be there for them. But just make sure you're safe. That's the most important thing. Really, it is. We
Just
don't
remember the time that you're home is only 18, 20 years.
Yeah.
You got your whole life after that. So, you'll know when it's the right time. You'll know when you have, just have a support system around you if you can.
Yeah. Let's see. What tip would you give to an artist trying to draw portraits?
You asked me that one already.
Did I?
Yeah. I said to use photo reference and trace if you need to.
I'm sorry. You should listen to whoever you're drawing music in the background. Okay, so the only reason we can have this music is because we have a deal with Sony.
Yeah.
And there are certain there's certain music that they gave to us that we could play.
Yeah. Trust me. I think it would be so cool to be listening to OMD right now.
Yeah, we would love to. But again, it's all a copyright issue. So we've been very graciously, we have a contract with Sony and they've given us music to play. And we are, sharing that they've been very good with us. They were very nice and worked with us.
Blow dryer.
On this. So, hold on. Wait. Where's my... There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, you didn't do the water first. Okay, for all of you that are asking, honestly, he does not decide until about 5 minutes before we go live. Because this morning, he was debating between Ozzy Osbourne and OMD, literally down until the last, I came downstairs 15 minutes to 9. And I said, so did you decide yet? Yeah, I'm still thinking. And he had both pictures up on his computer and he was going back and forth.
Yeah.
So when I tell you we don't plan that far ahead, we don't plan that far ahead.
I will say this. I've been thinking about it a lot. It was just, it's just, I couldn't decide because on one hand, visually, Ozzy Osbourne looks way cooler. I don't even know who Andrew McCluskey is. That's who I'm painting right now. I don't even know this person, but I know their music so much better.
Yeah.
So it's tough, because on one hand you want to create a visually appealing, because I'm thinking of the poster and everything else, and then so on one hand you want to do that, but on the other hand you're like,
you want to be true to the 80s.
Yeah, I didn't even know what Ozzy song I would put in, onto the playlist, and it's just there's so many factors to this.
Okay, so Legend Gaming sent you another tip and says, bro, I love your drawings so much, they're so good.
You're too kind. Thank you.
I don't put milk in my tea. Most of the time I just drink it black. There is one tea that I found, it's like Moon Omens or something, and for that tea, it's their Bohemian Breakfast. I put in I put in brown sugar oat creamer from Trader Joe's. Gosh, I had to really think about that one. I haven't been doing well lately. I always watch your videos and I feel so much better. Drawing is such a coping skill for me. I always bring a small notebook with me. I've drawn since I was 5. That's Karen Claire.
Well, I hope you feel better.
I'm a new artist. I read that one. Let's see, where am I here?
Blow dryer.
Blow dryer.
Wait.
Let me go this way. Sorry. I am not myself today, you guys. I'm sorry about that.
You are exactly yourself. You're like this literally every day.
I feel so scattered today.
You're scattered everywhere.
I already muted you, so go ahead. Today I learned that cadmium watercolor stinks. Going cadmium free in the future. Good for you. Yeah, cadmium's not good. Alright. Scott's favorite thing to draw is hair. You guys are so cute. Molly's asking if you have any tips for drawing clothes folds And I'm going to interject before you answer that and say, when he draws clothes, like especially dresses, like the Gothic vampire, the folds, when you draw folds on those, chef's kiss.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Yes, there is a video. There's both a short, and that short is in that compilation video that I mentioned earlier.
Scott casually creating a masterpiece. You're so funny. Is Copic Gessenfude working for line art color painting? I don't know what that is.
Okay. Copic what?
It says Gessenfude. Is that a pen? Napalm. Is that a pen? I know
you know Copic markers.
Yeah. Is that a different kind of pen? Scott, who's your favorite artist?
I have several. Drew Struzan, J.C. Leyendecker, Alphonse Mucha, John Buscema.
George says, hey, Scott and Donna, music student from Germany here. Just wanted to say that you really are a huge role model for me. Even though I don't do any art at all, you offered some amazing life advice.
Well, thank you very much. And
that's so sweet.
Music is art so much more than I think the kind of art I make. So we've talked about it a lot. Yeah. And don't ever say that you don't make art. You don't make the same kind of art, but music brings up all the feelings. Life-changing, world-changing.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any tips on expressions?
That there is one I talk about it a little bit in the eyebrows one video, but a lot of that comes from the.
That reminds me of when our boys were little and they said, "Dad, what are eyebrows for?" And I just was like, and Scott immediately turned around and said, "For expressions, of course."
Expressions, of course. Okay.
That's what you get when your dad's an artist. You know? They must have been like 2. So darn funny. Hold on, I gotta find my cursor here. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, Rensky got back from middle school and loves art. Oh, that's so great. Okay, who did I miss? Oh, Mark, so excited for you. Pacer's here. I saw. Oh, good morning. Hope everyone's having a great day. How you doing, kiddo? How's school? We're so excited for you.
Does anybody know?
Santa's here.
Hey, Santa.
Good morning, Santa.
Would anybody know Andrew McCluskey's eye color?
Here we go
black
again.
And white photo. I'm sorry.
Every morning, you guys. Is there a morning that we've had where you don't ask eye? Do you know what my eye color is?
Yes, you have brownish green eyes.
Mm-hmm. Good save there, Sava. No, he did not put water on first today. You noticed that too, huh? Ocean noticed that too. Donna's going insane like the rest of us. Raspberry, you got that right. 100%. I have been, my thumbs actually hurt because Bethany and I have been shipping, as you guys know, the Gothic vampire posters for
they should be all caught up
days
by
on end.
The end of the week.
Right. And funny story, like Bethany was all ready to go. We were going to take Saturday off and she was ready to go yesterday. And I texted her and I said, I love you so much for being so excited to ship, because she's the reason why everything's going out. So when you see posters arriving in the mail, that is not because of my level of excitement. Bethany loves shipping. And when I say this, I'm not joking. She's the reason everything's going out. She's so good at it anyway. Yeah. I can't stress that enough. But anyway, at any rate. I told her, I said, I can't do it. my thumbs hurt, my arms hurt. We have to take the weekend off. I cannot do it. So, and I realized that she had labeled and I had rolled every poster, and thousands have gone into the mail. And so it just was a little overwhelming that I thought, wow, I have rolled every single poster, and she has stuck labels on and taped every single tube that's gone out the door.
Yeah.
And it really was kind of crazy. So I apologize.
But
nothing's going out this weekend. We are taking Labor Day weekend off because boy, have we labored. Go ahead. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we did get a deal with Sony, and that was really exciting. We had a great music manager on Animal Crackers. That was great. How long did it take? Okay, how long did it take to get your Animal Crackers book published? I just finished a book of my own. That's ABC.
Oh, the Animal Crackers book? Well, that's a separate story because I actually finished the book maybe around 2009, 2010. And the publisher that I was originally publishing with, we had a falling out because they didn't pay me. And so that book actually never got published. It wasn't until we had the movie.
Correct.
That
and
we
then
got
somebody
it published.
wanted it.
Yeah.
It's almost like book publishers, like unless you're a big name.
Did we come up with an eye color? Did anybody happen to mention an eye color?
Not that I'm aware of. Did you guys come up with an eye color yet? I didn't see an eye color. Oh, wait. Nope. That's not it.
All right. I will Google.
Oh, Gail sent you a tip. Gail, stop. She says, I didn't recognize the band name, but then my husband played If You Leave, and Andy and Ducky immediately flashed in my mind. This piece is looking great so far.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Sounds like you and Bethany need to borrow some of Santa's elves. You know what? I asked Santa. Oh, brown eyes.
Brown eyes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm being told brown eyes. McCluskey's eyes are brown. Yeah. John recently had an injury on their primary hand. Any advice on switching to a less dominant hand?
Ooh. God, I injured my right hand in a motorcycle accident.
That's right.
And I just had to get my wrist better because I wasn't going to switch. But yeah. I know that if something ever happened to my right hand, I would learn to draw with my left hand. But I don't have real world experience in doing that. Maybe
there's anybody else there that has...
Is it 100% like you're not going to be able to? Or do you just want to temporarily use your non-dominant hand until your right hand heals?
Yeah, maybe. But I'm just wondering if somebody else...
blow dryer.
How's that? Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's see. They want to know what your favorite dinosaur is.
Triceratops.
I'm so happy you guys answered my comment some lives back. Oh, we got them back on their feet again. I'm happy that you're doing better.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. This is a watercolor block that Scott's using. So it is glued down until he takes a palette knife and runs it around and unglues it. That's a technical term for a Monday. So that's why it doesn't buckle.
Yeah.
Janie, there are tons of videos in the Art Hacks playlist about people and faces and facial things. And Scott's been painting since he was about 40. When did you start painting? About 13 years ago? Painting. 2009. He's been painting since about 2009. We do not know who he's going to do tomorrow. The Animal Crackers movie poster is the favorite thing that he's done so far. They want to see the photo reference when you're done. I don't know that you've tried Pelican fine liners. Have you tried Pelican fine liners?
I don't know.
At one point, we had so many different pens that Scott was using and
This
had
is
tried.
the photo. This is all I got to work with.
Little curly Q in his hair there on the forehead.
So yeah, the other photo I'm looking at is this one. So that's where I came up
look
with
at
the
the hair. I love the
Yeah.
hair.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do the background first, and then I'm going to use non-waterproof ink for the hair.
Okay.
Actually, there's no need to. Well, probably safer.
Do you ever do so much artwork that you get bored? I love working on a new piece. Sometimes I lose my oomph and have to stop and find something else to do. Do you have any other hobbies? That's everyday vids.
Yeah, you can get bored.
You can get burnt out more than
You can
bored,
get burnt
I think.
out. I tend to play some video games. I currently art is like my main job. So it is a little hard because it used to be my
Passion.
Yeah, my hobby, my escape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just decided that I was going to do, and this is completely off topic, but on brand for me. I'm going to post the tea of the day that I'm drinking in my community channel.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys always want to know what I'm drinking, and I just had a wild hair that I would post the tea that I'm drinking.
You can do it also on your Instagram page.
Oh, I can do it on my Instagram page too, my DSava producer Instagram. Yeah, okay. So since you guys always ask for that, I will post the tea of the day there, and that way you guys can see what I'm drinking. I know that's a total skew, but there you go. I'm known for my skews. Let's see. Has this art style clicked yet?
Sometimes, like I don't like this, but I'm trying to find a way to show that plane coming down from the nose, and I haven't found it yet. But I'm still trying.
Would we be able to use the address on the shipping labels to send you guys something? Absolutely.
Well, we actually put the P.O. box on our website. So if you go to ssavaart.com and go to the bottom, you'll see it.
But if it's but for people, it's easier to use the label on the shipping tube, and you absolutely can. That goes straight to our P.O. box. Yeah. So there you go. What is my favorite tea? My favorite tea is the Harrods Knightsbridge blend, which used to be their strong breakfast, but they're calling it the Knightsbridge blend now. That's my favorite tea. But that's a good idea, Donna. Of course, Emma would think it's a good idea. Good morning, Emma. I think it'd just be easier for people. Are you enjoying the new Zelda game?
Yeah, I am.
How do you find the light source and shadows in your painting?
Well, it's one direction.
Before you do that, can you okay. All right, so you're not going to do that. But can you do that thing where you grab the reference photo and where you show where you see certain things in the photo, like where you see the colors and where you see the shadows and that kind of thing? Because I think that's very helpful for people. They like to see what you're doing, and they like to... Oh, you're still muted. Thank you, Bethany. Gosh, dang it. Sorry. There's a video on how Scott found his art style. It's called My Art is a Mosaic. I unmuted him. He's just not talking. Okay, bye. Sorry, guys. Yes, Scott does have a P.O. box that's on our website. He's not talking right now. He's not muted. He's just not talking. But I did unmute him. Let's see. Everybody's like, he's muted. He's just not talking, guys. He's focusing on the black paint.
It's very serious stuff.
It is very serious. He's not muted, you guys. Green, black, or red? What is the best? Oh, black. In my opinion, black. But it just depends. I want to start cosplaying. I want to cosplay Amity or Let's from Owl House. Any ideas for beginners?
Oh gosh, I wish I could say I had some experience. The only experience we had with cosplay was when our son wanted to be a snow trooper.
Yeah.
And we had to go online and do all the research and all of that. So
well, that's actually a good place to start. Go online to your favorite characters and do some research and see what they look like. And when our son first started cosplaying, he started cosplaying things like the Plague Doctor and just some different things that he enjoyed. But he would go online and he would look around the house and he would go and he would steal things from different closets. Like he would come into our closet and he would take, this really long trench coat that Scott had that he used to wear in college. And he would, take belts from different places. And so everybody's pants were falling down. But he would take, you remember, he used to go take things from everybody's closet.
Yeah, well, we told him to,
No, exactly. But what I'm saying is look at your character and then go around the house and start there. And
but one of the things
before you do anything else.
If either of us, Logan or I, had the talent or the patience, if we could do anything, it would be the foam molding, where people just they take foam and they heat it up and then they mold it and then they sand it. That stuff looks amazing, and so I would say look into that. Look into the foam because it looks both affordable and super creative. Like you don't have to buy a 3D printer. You don't have to learn really, like clay sculpting and
right.
Because what we were doing was we were using a lot of like epoxy sculpts and stuff like that, and that just weighed down his armor a lot. And I think the more we could do with foam, the better.
Yeah. Thoughts on Derwent watercolor / water soluble pencils? I am still early in my watercolor journey, and I love the Derwent watercolor pan sets. Can we just? They love the sets. Can we just be like, good for you for finding something you love?
Yeah,
okay.
I think I've used the Derwent water soluble pencils, but I think it was maybe the just regular graphite pencils, and I think that's really fun. But for me, when it comes to watercolor pencils, I found that they were kind of useless in that you wound up having to get out a brush anyhow and do the painting. And so for me, I was like, well, I why not just use watercolor, And so that's just my personal take on it, though.
Boy, that black is really black.
Yeah.
What's your favorite 80s band?
Yeah, Def Leppard probably is
Huey
there.
Lewis in the News.
You got Def Leppard, you got Huey, you got Bon Jovi.
Oh, Bon Jovi.
So there's a lot.
Are we gonna blow dry?
Yeah, blow dry.
I'm gonna mute you. Hold on. Go ahead. Aw, thanks for putting the links in, Nixia and Stuff Nerd. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Oh, Rosebud, you love tea too. Yay. Oh boy. Okay, wait, let me unmute you so you can answer this question. I am hoping to study art. This is OB art, but everyone is telling me there's no money in it, and I was wondering what you think, and also hi from Ireland.
Hello. I agree. Sadly, our society does not shower artists with money. You'll have the very few. Yeah, well, I mean.
No, they did. Artists used to be revered.
I think, Donna's talking about the 1920s, 30s, 40s when photography wasn't really a thing professionally. And so artists, illustrators were sought after, and they were kind of...
Well, because they could capture the likeness.
Yeah,
Where you couldn't
but again,
before.
it really is the same thing now, because there's, musically, you'd have artists who are very wealthy and very popular, and then you have the other 99% of musicians who are not.
That's true.
It's not like if you're a musician, you can go and get a job and take care of your family and blah 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 blah, and then if you become popular, you become a millionaire. It's either you're poor or you're rich, and I think it's the same thing with artists, except for there's really not that many famous artists. The only name I could think of right now is Banksy, who, I don't like Banksy's
Thomas
work.
Kincaid.
No, Thomas Kincaid's dead. But
You mean living? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's
Hildebrandt.
What?
Hildebrandt.
He's not rich. He's not famous.
Good point.
And that's what I'm saying is like it's so. And I'm not trying to dissuade you from it, but I think doing art as a passion because it's in your soul, because it's something that you love to do, is a better reason to make art than to make money. And the problem is in the society that we live, we have to make money. We have to live. And so a lot of artists wind up chasing and doing art that they don't like because they
make money.
To make money.
To live, yeah.
Like people keep asking me, I don't know her name, but she's a YouTuber, TikToker with like 15 million followers on each. Giselle or something like that.
I don't know.
But she, her whole thing is she paints whoever's or draws whoever is popular. I'm going to do Jenna Ortega. I'm going to do this person. I'm going to do, and I'm going to do the Barbie movie. And to me, that is, I would rather do something like the Gothic Vampire, or Studying the Masters, or even the 80s thing, because it's something that's makes me happy. Or going to the zoo and sketching, the animals.
Love that.
And so I think artists tend to be forced to pursue things to make money and not do things to make art. So anyways.
Okay.
My 2 cents.
Nelly got the vampire print, and it arrived recently, and they love it. And they're looking for the perfect frame for it for right now. Ocean says, my mom also grew up in the 80s and is loving all your paintings in this series. She thinks they look just like the people and taking your art recommendations for ideas on supplies for me.
Oh, thank you.
That's so great. Tell your mom we love her. A fellow 80s child. Gotta love that. Honey, what is your favorite color?
Payne's Gray.
Cobalt blue is better. Let's see. So many people have suggestions. I do not draw. I write. I journal. Boy, did I journal last night. How do you get ideas for people to draw?
For me, it is the... I get ideas from other artists. I get inspired by other artists and other art and musicians and cosplayers and photographers, and that's where the Gothic Vampire came from. It was Grimilde Malatesta had posted. It was a costume that they created, and they're just somebody that I follow on Instagram.
Opinions on Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter. I want to buy the game when it comes out for the Switch, but I don't know if it's worth it. I love y'all so much.
I haven't tried it yet.
Nope. Could you make a tutorial on how to draw sketches from photographs and how you make the proportions right?
I will trace when I need to get the proportions just right. When I'm doing stuff like this, it's not perfect. It's not exact. But like if I was doing like those Star Trek covers, I would have to trace it to get it
Drew
exactly
Struzan.
right. What about it?
Drew Struzan is one of the notable people who's...
Yeah. Drew Struzan is notable but not rich. Yeah.
Scott knows him.
Yeah. Drew Struzan's wonderful. Okay, well, here's the thing. It is 9:50.
And you're done.
And I'm done. So,
I would like you, since you did that, to take the photo reference and explain to people where you see the shadows and what colors you see to do for things like that. Because I think that would be something people would enjoy. Because a lot of people have been asking, how do you find shadows? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I really want you to move that piece before you do anything, because I'm afraid that black is going to get everywhere. Makes me nervous. And what's the size that you use most for the zebra brush pens?
Oh, I use the smallest one, the very fine.
Microscopic.
It's not microscopic, but
let's see. This video usually goes up as a video right after we're done with the live.
Well, I need time to edit it, but yeah.
No. I mean, but the live goes up.
Yeah.
The live immediately goes up.
Okay, let me get a sketchbook.
Do you think inking and coloring on your paint is different or the same?
Inking and coloring what?
On your paint is different or the same?
I'm not sure if I understand the question.
Yeah. Maybe it's do ink and color play this? I don't know what you're asking, Napalm. What are you asking specifically? Recently started transitioning from digital to physical art. What would you recommend starting to draw to get into watercolors?
Watercolors. I don't know exactly what I would recommend to draw, but with watercolors, I try to do stuff that's a little more designy and not so overly shadowed. So stuff that's a little more less dramatic and a little more designy. That's the best I could think of. Let me see. I'm trying to find a photo. You want light and shadow to talk about lights and shadows?
Mm-hmm. Well, just where you find lights and shadows in things. Use the thing that you just did.
Well, no, because it's such a tiny picture here.
Okay.
All right, so you got Michael Jackson here. Can you guys see that okay?
Yes. I had green tea the other day with seaweed. What's your opinion on that combo? I don't know. I've never tried it. Sounds interesting. I'll try any tea once. I may not drink it again.
So here's what's going on. I see that the light's on the right side. You can tell by the highlight in his eyes, and you can tell by the shadow on the left side. All right? So these are the eyes. And what's going to happen is you're going to have the shadow here. I'm using that 4B pencil that we took out on Friday.
Like butter.
And so what's happening is the nose is going to cast a shadow because the nose is up high. It's going to cast a shadow. And you see how the skin color is going to be darker on this side because it's not getting direct light. It's getting just a little bit.
Gail. Gail's favorite color is cobalt blue too. I knew I liked you, Gail. Miss Raptor, the paint palette is plastic. And for any of you that are asking about Scott's art supplies, we put links to Scott's art supplies in the on our website. There's two lists. One is a list of things that Scott specifically uses, and the other is a list of things that he's tried.
So that's it. That is the simplest amount. Is the I'm trying to think of it. The nose, which is higher, is casting a shadow, and that's what you're seeing here is the shadow being cast. This side of the face isn't getting light. This side is. Now the thing is that if you look, you can see where the light's really hitting, the highlights. And this is when I'm doing the watercolors, I'm looking for these spots, and that's the part that I'm going to leave the lightest. Those spots right there. And the rest of it are going to be a little bit darker.
But not as dark as the other side of the face.
Exactly. And so you're playing. So this side of his cheek is darker than this side of his cheek. You see?
Yeah.
It's not in shadow, but it's not as close to the light source as this side.
Huh.
But see, this side of his head, even though it's closer to the right, is getting less light because the light is somewhere around here. It's not here. It's over here.
Okay.
Okay?
How do you know exactly where it's coming from, though?
Because of where the light source is. You're seeing it. If the light was to the right of him, there'd be no light over here. And there'd be shadow on this side of his eye, and that highlight would be over here. Because it's a sphere, right?
Huh.
So, the highlight is here, which means that the light is here. If the highlight was here, then the light would be here. And so you look to the eyes for that.
That's
the
how
highlight,
you tell where the light's coming from in the picture.
Yeah, the highlight on his nose would be over here on the side of his nose, not the front of his nose. So they've lit him from just off to the right.
Oh, okay.
And so the light is right
this?
here.
That's so cool.
And so that's what you're looking for. You're playing Sherlock Holmes here. Your job is to determine where that light source is based on the clues that are given to you.
Huh.
But you also have to add your own stuff to it. When I was first starting out, when I was doing those Star Trek covers, I would literally copy exactly what I saw. But now
That's why they were flatter.
Yes, but now what I'm doing is I'm going, you know what? There's a jawline here, and there's, I can add a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of flair to this, and I could, I start to add a little bit of my own things to it, and that's where, you get it from. And that's where the art becomes more you and less just copying a photo. But that's the light source thing.
That is very cool. Was that helpful for you guys? Let me know if that was helpful, because and on the tips for blending gouache and oils, that's going to be a Bethany Primrose question. And no, I don't like boba tea. And yes, I do like peppermint tea, but only on occasion.
I'm trying to see if I can see something with another light source.
And what are good? What's a good alternative to Prismacolors, as they are so expensive? We would not disagree with that comment.
Oh, I think the art. It wasn't Art Beak.
Artex.
Artex had the colored pencils. Okay, so see this one? This one has multiple light sources.
Yeah, it does.
So you got... This is the center of the face, right? And here's the nose.
Oh, wait, it's the light from overhead is blocking. There you go, thanks.
Okay. But you have light coming from here.
Joy says, I found it incredibly helpful. Thanks, guys.
Okay. And then
it's been super helpful.
And then you've got light coming from here. So you got this purple light here and this yellow light here, right?
Okay.
So what's happening is that you're getting shadows from both of them in the middle. All right.
I'll be doggone. See, now I see the shadows in the middle. I didn't see that. I would never have noticed that if you hadn't have said that.
So the shadow is in the middle.
Huh.
And then now you got the light coming from here.
Which is more of a pinky, like magenta color.
But what's happening is you're starting to see the planes. So you can see this is the flat spot of his cheek. This is
like up here.
This is
like by the cheekbone.
Yeah, this is flat right here, right? And then this part is getting light here. You see, but this part is not getting direct light. But then this part is a plane that's getting light.
I'll be doggone. Look at that. Are you guys seeing this?
This part's getting light. This part's getting light. So this part is the part. But see, the thing is
Oh,
that...
I see the shape now.
Yeah. And if you look, the brightest spot is here.
Yeah.
So then actually this part is a little bit...
I see that. It's a little bit less.
A little bit less.
Okay, I
because
just touched the screen so I could make your phone come back.
But there's actually... as I'm saying, you got to look for the hot spots. That's those powerful points. Now, this is one that I would do in gouache.
Why?
Because of the dramatic lighting.
Okay.
This would look really good to paint it in these colors.
Okay.
And then come in with that hot brush stroke of purple, hot brush stroke of white. If I was to do this in watercolor, it wouldn't look as good.
Really?
Yeah, which is why I didn't paint this one. I painted, which one did I paint? I painted that one.
Huh.
Because this one was a little more designy. It was softer.
Okay.
But this one
is dramatic.
This to me is gouache or colored pencils or markers. You know, because I like that harsh lighting.
And the harsh lighting looks better with something that's a thicker one.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that nose.
He's so boopable. Oh my goodness sakes alive. He's so boopable.
So, if you look at this, she's got backlighting, but a softer front light. Okay?
Yeah.
So, what's happening is that, you know...
It almost looks like it's coming from the top.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's so the light's back there, so you're getting this shadow for this ledge here. And then this part's in you know, is in the light, and then all of the rest of this is softer.
Yeah.
But this is the brightest part of her is on the top of her head. And all the rest of this is softer. But you can see by the highlights in her eyes that there is a light.
Yeah.
So they have it's just they decided, hey, this light's going to be at 50% and this light's going to be at 100%.
Wow.
And
I hope you guys are seeing this because I don't draw and I'm like I'm seeing it now. See, now go back a couple. See, now after seeing her, he's being lit from the front.
Yeah.
Straight
Almost
on.
all of the stuff you're going to see is from the front.
But that's not as interesting to me as her because she's lit from the top and from the front.
But the thing is that if you're lit from the front, which is why people love ring lights, there's no shadows. No shadows means no wrinkles.
Oh, that's why everybody loves the ring light.
Exactly.
Oh. Are you going to make this a separate video, says Donkey.
No. This is just us hanging out.
Interesting. He has drawn me Juliet so many times. Like, there's a video on it so many times. Brazen says, I already saw those planes and dual light sources backlit with the yellow things too, but the trick with the light spot on the eyes is extra info that I can certainly use. Thanks.
Yeah.
The ring light suddenly makes sense. Yeah, to me too, right?
If you guys notice...
this has taken me to another level of art. Aww.
If you guys go back to my old videos, like from 3 years ago when I first started doing it...
Yeah.
It just looked like everybody else's. And then at some point I decided, you know what? I'm going to try... And I tried adding a side light for a little bit of a rim light. And then after a while I got tired of that. But when I started taking... It's actually just this light right here. This is my natural light that I use for my art. I take that and I just shine that directly in my face. And
you don't use a ring light anymore?
No, I don't use a ring light. I just shine that directly in my face, and the camera's like right there with the light, and that gives me, you know, just it
flawless skin.
Flawless skin, yeah. But well, you could, you know, if you look, you know, like I did an interview with speech professor.
Yeah.
And he posted it on his channel. I posted a link to it on the community section. And that's just, there's no lighting. That's just the
I
the
saw
Hobbit hole.
that, yeah.
And it's just he's got a red light on one side and a blue light on the other side. He looks fantastic. He's lit himself really well.
Yeah.
And I look like crap, you know. But the thing is that what I notice also
You just didn't light yourself well.
no, and a lot of it comes down to how you light it. Also, if you look at me, my eyes are very dark.
Yeah.
When I don't have the light,
The ring
lighting.
light. Yeah.
And
yeah.
you can't.
Your mom even said that at one point.
My mom, who's
who's seen him
she's
for
like,
50
she's
years.
like, are your eyes lighter? And I'm like, no, I just have a light on them because
Mm-hmm.
just generally my eyes don't pick up light, you know. But they're hazel. They're hazel eyes, but you don't
see
pick
them.
it up. And so
Yeah.
lighting is really essential. I take lighting very seriously when I'm looking at photo reference. I take it more seriously when I'm looking at doing something like gouache. I don't take it as seriously when I'm doing something like watercolor because for me, watercolor is more designy and gouache is more painterly.
Ryan says Donna's reaction is what we call the aha moment in teaching. It's basically what makes our whole day to see the light bulb go off in a student.
Yeah.
Diffuse light from the front helps hide wrinkle eye bags, and that is probably more useful for some of us. Cough, he says Brazen. Even me both. I'm just telling you.
We all got to do it. We all got to do it. But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah.
I guess we're done.
We'll be done. But
these are taking less time, and I think it's just because they're very simple, very small things. So. But I've we are on O.
We are.
I think for P, as much as I'd really like to do Phil Collins, Police, it has to be Prince.
Yeah. Not sorry. It's got to be Prince. I mean, he was just iconically 80s to me.
So last question I'm going to ask. So for Q, it's going to have to be Queen because Queensryche was cool, Quiet Riot was cool, but got to do Queen. Do I do Freddie Mercury for the umpteenth time because I've painted Freddie Mercury probably 10 times, or do I do Brian May? So leave me a comment.
I want Brian May because he had really, really good hair. But is anybody gonna know who Brian May is the question. I mean, like, seriously. That's
what I'd like. So leave a comment and let me know, and then we will see you all on Wednesday for Prince.
We will. Oh, Pat Benatar. Marguerite wants Pat.
Pat Benatar is another good one.
She had good hair too.
Yeah,
she had good hair.
I mean, Phil Collins had more.
Steph Nerd wants Brian May. Yeah. Brian May. Prince wins. Oh, absolutely Brian May. Bethany wants Freddie. Brian May. Oh, Prince. It's hard to argue that. I know, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
I was going to say Brian because of the hair. See, Psych gets me.
The Police.
Freddie.
I think the Police and Phil Collins had more hits throughout the 80s, but Prince, I think, is more iconic.
What? A lot of people want to see Brian. Actually, most people want to see Brian. There's only been like 3 people that want to see Freddie, but everybody else wants to see Brian
2
May.
if you don't count Bethany.
Yeah, well, I don't count Bethany. Think of the poster, not the individual painting. No one will know who Brian is.
That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly. Any tips? Okay, EC has asked this 4 or 5 times. Any tips for keeping up art and also continuing with more sciencey interests?
Oh, for me, I think it would be really cool if you're into sciencey stuff, is to keep a journal and sketch the sciencey stuff.
What a great idea.
Thank you.
Oh, I like that idea.
I mean, think about this.
And I'm not just saying that because of you, but I mean, I am having an aha kind of a day.
I'm not sciencey, but I love going to the zoo.
Yeah, the zoo's a lot of fun.
We went on a hike with Rare, if you remember.
Steph Nerd says the Police. I like the Police, not Prince.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not a Prince fan. I'm not. But like I said,
I was a Prince fan.
You know, I think having a sketchbook.
Lots of people want Brian May just because of his hair.
Yeah.
No, we do not sell the art supplies from Scott's shop, but we have links there, and if we get a discount code from people, it's all there. So, Brian, because of his amazing hair, you guys are so funny. Nice lesson, Scott. Always fun to relearn a little something.
Thanks.
Get into the science of art. It's very cool. Let's see. Yeah, we're all good. Everybody's good. It is 10:10 a.m. for us.
Normally we go to 10:30,
Yeah, but
lately
you
these
were
have been
so
just
fast
getting
today.
done. Yeah, I got this done in 45 to 50 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a very simple one,
What's the type of pencil that you use, honey? Talk about that.
I like a 4H pencil.
I think 4H pencils are blech.
Yeah.
I don't like
I don't care what brand. I really don't care.
Yeah. Super totally random, but what is your stance on aliens? Well, the U.S. government says they exist.
I love the possibility of other... Yeah, I'm a huge Star Trek fan. So I love the possibility of, learning from other cultures and worlds and whatnot. I would prefer the more Star Trek future rather than aliens from the movie Aliens, or
See, with
War of the Worlds or something like that.
Well, or Predator.
Yeah.
Predator.
So I would prefer that if they've made it to where they can travel interstellar, that they are peaceful, not world conquering.
Yeah, if only we could say that,
Yeah.
If only we could be like, are you peaceful or do you want to conquer me? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to pass right on there. Thank you very much. Tracy's laughing. I like aliens as long as they're friendly. Yeah. Stefner says after Bohemian Rhapsody, most people know who Brian is.
All right.
A lot of people want Brian May. I'm just saying.
All right.
Do you ever draw in a more cartoony style? And we'll make that the last question.
I did. If you look at the series I did, there's a playlist for it, October. I did in a cartoony style. And I did it all out of my head.
There you go. All right, everybody. And no, green tea is not my favorite. I will drink it if that's the only thing that's available, but my favorite is black tea. We're going to make that the last question of the day.
All right, we love you. I will get the
love you
video
guys.
together
Thanks.
for this. I will put some of my favorite OMD songs.
He will.
And then check out the playlist.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
We love you all.
Have a marvelous Monday, and we will see you very soon.